5 things you're doing that make reflux worse after 60. Stop now. Have you ever wondered why your reflux seems to get worse no matter what you try? What if I told you that some of the things you're doing every single day, things you think are helping, are actually making your acid reflux much worse? By the end of this video, you'll discover 5 surprising habits that could be sabotaging your digestive health after 60. And more importantly, you'll learn exactly what to do instead to finally get the relief you've been searching for. Trust me, number 3 on this list shocked even me, and I've been studying this for years. You know that burning sensation that creeps up your chest at the worst possible moments? Maybe it happens right when you're trying to enjoy dinner with your family, or perhaps it wakes you up in the middle of the night, leaving you exhausted the next day. If you're dealing with acid reflux after 60, you're definitely not alone. And today, we're going to talk about something incredibly important that could change everything for you. Have you ever noticed how your reflux seems to have a mind of its own, showing up when you least expect it? Well, there's actually a reason for that, and it has everything to do with these 5 common mistakes that so many of us make without even realizing it. Let's start with something that might surprise you. When was the last time you really paid attention to how to eat your meals? I'm not talking about what you eat, but how to eat it. Most of us rush through our meals, especially when we're hungry or busy. But this could be one of the biggest triggers for your reflux symptoms. Think about it for a moment. Do you often find yourself eating while watching TV or scrolling through your phone? Your digestive system needs your full attention to work properly. And when you eat too quickly or while distracted, you're swallowing extra air along with your food, which creates pressure in your stomach and pushes acid right back up where it doesn't belong. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Many people think that drinking lots of water during meals helps with digestion. But are you ready for this? Drinking too much liquid while eating actually dilutes your stomach acid, making it harder for your body to break down food properly. This undigested food sits in your stomach longer, ferments, and creates even more pressure and discomfort. Can you remember experiencing bloating and reflux after a meal where you drank a lot of water or other beverages? Instead, try sipping small amounts during meals and drinking most of your water between meals, about 30 minutes before or after eating. Speaking of timing, let me ask you something that might hit close to home. What time do you usually eat your last meal of the day? If you're like many people over 60, you might have dinner around 6 or 7, maybe even later, and then head to bed a few hours after that. But here's what nobody tells you about this common routine. Your body needs at least 3 to 4 hours to properly digest food before you lie down. And when you don't give it that time, gravity is no longer helping keep stomach acid where it belongs. Have you ever woken up with a sour taste in your mouth or a burning throat? That's stomach acid that traveled up while you were sleeping. And it's not just uncomfortable, it can actually damage your esophagus over time. Now, I want to talk about something that might be a bit sensitive, but it's crucial for managing reflux after 60. Have you noticed any changes in your weight over the past few years? Even a small amount of extra weight around your midsection can put significant pressure on your stomach, literally squeezing acid up into your esophagus. But here's the thing that makes this even more challenging as we age. Our metabolism naturally slows down after 60, making it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it, creating a frustrating cycle where reflux makes you uncomfortable, which might lead to less activity, which can lead to more weight gain, which makes reflux worse. Do you see how this becomes a vicious circle? Let's talk about stress for a moment, because this is huge and often overlooked. When you're stressed, anxious, or worried, your body produces more stomach acid while simultaneously slowing down digestion. Can you think of times when your reflux seemed worse? During particularly stressful periods in your life? Maybe it was during a family situation, health concerns, or financial worries. Your digestive system is incredibly sensitive to your emotional state, and after 60, many of us face unique stressors like retirement adjustments, health changes, or concerns about aging. The connection between your mind and your gut is so strong that managing stress effectively can sometimes provide more relief than any medication. Here's another habit that might surprise you. Do you sleep flat on your back or use just one pillow? Your sleeping position plays a massive role in nighttime reflux, and most people have no idea how much of a difference the right position can make. When you lie completely flat, you're essentially creating a straight path for stomach acid to flow right up into your esophagus. Have you ever tried elevating the head of your bed by about 6 to 8 inches? This simple change uses gravity to your advantage, keeping acid where it belongs while you sleep peacefully through the night. Now, let me share something about medications that not many people realize. Are you taking any medications regularly? Many common medications that people over 60 take for blood pressure, pain, or other conditions can actually relax the valve between your stomach and esophagus, making reflux more likely. I'm not saying you should stop taking prescribed medications. Absolutely not. But it's worth having a conversation with your doctor about whether any of your medications might be contributing to your reflux symptoms and if there are alternatives that might work better for you. Let's discuss exercise for a moment, because this is where things get really interesting. Do you exercise regularly? And if so, what kind of activities do you do? While staying active is fantastic for overall health, certain types of exercise can actually trigger reflux symptoms. High-impact activities, exercises that involve bending over, or working out too soon after eating can all make reflux worse. But don't let this discourage you from staying active. Walking, swimming, and gentle yoga can actually help reduce reflux symptoms by improving digestion and helping maintain a healthy weight. When do you usually exercise? And have you noticed any connection between your workout routine and your reflux symptoms? Here's something else that's absolutely crucial. How often do you wear tight clothing around your waist? Those snug waistbands, belts cinched to tight, or form-fitting clothes might look good, but they're putting constant pressure on your stomach, pushing acid upward throughout the day. This is especially important after meals when your stomach is fuller. Have you ever noticed relief when you loosen your belt or change into more comfortable clothes? Your stomach needs room to do its job properly, and giving it that space can make a remarkable difference in how you feel. Now, I want to address something that many people don't realize about aging and reflux. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less stomach acid, which might sound like a good thing for reflux, but it actually creates a different problem. With less acid, food doesn't digest as efficiently, leading to fermentation, gas, and pressure that can trigger reflux symptoms. Do you often feel like food just sits in your stomach for hours after eating? This slower digestion is why eating smaller, more frequent meals becomes even more important after 60. Instead of 3 large meals, try eating 5 or 6 smaller portions throughout the day and see if you notice a difference. Let me tell you about temperature, because this is fascinating. Do you prefer very hot or very cold foods and drinks? Extreme temperatures can trigger reflux symptoms by irritating your esophagus and affecting how your stomach functions. Room temperature or slightly warm foods and beverages are generally easier on your digestive system. Have you ever noticed discomfort after drinking ice-cold water or very hot coffee? Your esophagus is sensitive, especially if it's already irritated from acid exposure, and being mindful of temperature can provide surprising relief. We need to talk about something that might be hard to hear, but is incredibly important. How often do you eat processed foods, sugary snacks, or foods high in unhealthy fats? These foods take longer to digest, sit in your stomach creating pressure, and often trigger increased acid production. After 60, our bodies become less efficient at processing these foods, making their impact on reflux even more pronounced. What if you could reduce your reflux symptoms significantly just by making some simple swaps in your diet? Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains not only help with reflux, but also provide the nutrients your body needs as you age. Here's the thing about nighttime reflux that nobody talks about enough. When you experience reflux while sleeping, you're not just dealing with discomfort. That acid can actually reach your lungs, causing breathing problems, chronic cough, and even increasing your risk of pneumonia. Have you ever woken up coughing or feeling like you can't catch your breath? This could be related to nighttime reflux, and it's why taking this seriously is so important for your overall health, not just your comfort. Let's discuss something practical that you can start doing today. Keep a reflux diary for just 1 week, writing down what you eat, when you eat, your stress levels, and when symptoms occur. Can you commit to doing this? You might discover patterns you never noticed before. Like maybe your reflux is worse on days when you skip breakfast, or perhaps certain foods you thought were safe are actually triggers for you. This personal information is incredibly valuable and can help you make targeted changes that really work for your unique situation. Understanding your personal triggers is key, because what causes reflux in one person might be perfectly fine for another. Have you noticed that certain foods or situations consistently trigger your symptoms? Maybe it's tomato sauce, citrus fruits, chocolate, or even peppermint, which surprisingly can relax that important valve and worsen reflux. Once you identify your specific triggers, avoiding them becomes much easier and more effective than following generic advice. that might not apply to you. The connection between breathing and reflux is something most people never consider. When you're stressed or anxious, you tend to breathe shallowly, which can affect digestion and increase reflux symptoms. Have you ever tried deep breathing exercises when you feel reflux coming on? Taking slow, deep breaths from your diaphragm can actually help calm your digestive system and reduce symptoms. It's simple, free, and you can do it anywhere. Anytime you need relief. If you've made it this far in the video, you're clearly serious about getting your reflux under control. And I want you to know that's amazing. Taking charge of your health after 60 shows wisdom and determination. Comment below with your biggest reflux trigger. I'd love to hear what you've discovered about your own symptoms. And if this video has helped you understand your reflux better, please hit that like button because it really helps other people find this important information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we share valuable health insights specifically for people over 60 every single week. There's actually another video appearing on your screen right now that goes deeper into natural remedies for reflux that really work. So make sure to watch that next. Remember, you don't have to live with constant reflux discomfort, and small changes can make a huge difference in how you feel every single day.